Hello everyone, welcome to our Android app development lecture series. Today we are going to study Android shared preferences with example. So let's begin with what is meant by Android shared preferences. In Android, shared preferences are used to save and retrieve the primitive data types. Great. So we know the primitive data types such as integer, float, boolean, string, long, etc. Data in the form of key value pairs from a file within an app's file structure. Great. So what is shared preferences? Shared preferences is a small data base which contains primitive data types in the form of key values pair. So primitive data types are nothing but integer, float, boolean, string, long, etc. Generally, we shared preference objects will point to a file that contains key value pairs and provide a simple read and write methods to save and retrieve the key value pairs from a file. So shared preference file is present in your app, which is secure one. Then shared preference objects point to that file and read write the data from that file using key value pair. Great. The shared preferences file is managed by an Android framework and it can be accessed anywhere within the app to read and write the data into the file. But it's not possible to access the file from another app, so it is a secured one. Great. So shared preferences are secured one because we cannot access, that means read and write the file outside the app, so it is a secured one. Great. So shared preferences are useful to store the small collection of key values such as user's login information, that is username and password. Great. App preferences related to the users, etc., to maintain the state of the app. So these are the some examples where we want to use shared preferences. Great. So shared preferences is a small connection of key value pairs. It is stored in the form of key value pairs. Great guys. So let's move to the next part. Hope you understand what is the shared preferences. So it is a small tiny database which contains the key value pairs. Okay, we can read and write that pair from that shared preference file, and all the security is maintained by Android framework itself. Great. So next point, how to handle shared preferences. In Android, we can save the preferences data either in a single or multiple files based on our requirement. Great. So shared preferences we have to store in the single or multiple files also. In case if we use the single file to save the preferences, then we need to use get preferences method. Guys, for single file to retrieve the data and from multiple files we want to retrieve the data, the methods which we have used in our code that are different one. So from retrieving the data from the single file, we use get preferences method to get the values from the shared preference file. For multiple files, we need to call get shared preference method. And guys, if there are multiple files, one argument which we want to mention in the get shared preference method, that is nothing but your file name. Great, because these are the multiple files. So from which file we want to retrieve the data which is in the key value pair form, we want to specify name of the file as an argument to the get shared preference method. Guys, hope you understand. So discuss in detail get preference method. This method is for activity level preferences, and each activity will have its own preference file. Means any activity having its own preference file by default. This method retrieves the default shared preferences file that belongs to that activity. So we cannot mention any name of the file. Automatically that activity's shared preference file we can retrieve the data by using get preference method. But it is only activity level. So single activity level preferences. Get shared preferences method is useful to get the values from the multiple shared preferences file by passing the name of the file as a parameter to identify the file. Great guys. So get shared preference method, there is one argument that is the name of the file. That is most important. And second argument as a privacy mode. So we will discuss this in the code part. Guys, hope you understand get preference method for single activity level, get shared preferences if the multiple files we want to save the key value pairs in the shared preference files. Great. So one argument we have to pass, that is the name of the file, to identify which file we want to retrieve the data in the form of key value. Great. Guys, hope you understand these shared preferences. Two methods are there. Great. So the following are the different ways to initialize the shared preferences in our application. If we are using single shared preference file for our activity, then we need to initialize the shared preferences object by using get preferences method like as shown below. So shared preferences, shared prefer, this is the name of the object, is equal to get preferences method. So get preferences method, we have to pass one argument, that is the mode, that is context mode private. That means these preferences we have to use within the same app only. We cannot retrieve the data from the another app. Great. So shared preference, this is the object of shared preference class. In case if we are using multiple shared preference files, then we need to initialize the shared preferences object by using the get shared preferences method like as shown below. So shared preferences class name, shared preference object name is equal to get shared preferences, first argument as a file name from which we want to retrieve the key values pair, and second one is the mode, private mode. Great. So the context that is the mode, private mode, will make sure, private mode is a constant value, will make sure that the file can be accessed only within our application. Great. So this is secure one. So shared preferences are secured one because we can only access the values, that is key values pair, within our own app, not from the another app. Guys, hope you understand how to create the objects of the shared preferences by using get preference or get shared preference method, because get preferences method and get shared preferences method returns the object of shared preference class. So get preference method, what it returns? It returns shared preferences object. Great guys, let's move to the next part. So next part is how to write the data to the shared preference file. So to store the data in a shared preference file, we need an editor, that is the object of the editor class, to edit and save the changes in the shared preference object. Great guys. So first thing, we have to create the object of shared preference. After that, we have to create the object of editor class to edit in the shared preference file. Guys, hope you understand this theme. So following is the code snippet to store the data in shared preference file using the editor object. So first, what is the first thing? To create the object of shared preference. How to create the object of shared preference class? using get preference method. So get preference method returns the object of shared preference class. Great guys. After that, using shared preference object dot edit method returns the object of shared preference editor class. Guys, shared preference editor is a class and editor is its object. And how we can create the object of this editor class? By using shared preference object dot edit method. So this returns editor object. Using this editor object, what we have to do? We have to save and edit the changes in the shared preference file using shared preference object. Great guys. Hope you understand this code snippet. Next, editor.put boolean. So if you write the data in that shared preference file using shared preference object, use the editor, that is the editor object dot put boolean method. You can pass the key name comma true as a default value because it is a boolean. So we added the primitive data type values into the editor object. Great. So editor dot put string, same key name, string value, default. Okay. So by using this put int, put float, put long method, we can add key value pair into the shared preference file. Guys, hope you understand. If you have any doubts, any query, let me know in the chat window or comment box. Great. Then editor.commit, this method, commit method, to save the changes. So editor.commit method save all the changes we are calling commit method. So we want to make all these changes into the shared preference file permanently, so we can or save it by using commit method. Guys, hope you understand this code part. So next is how to read the data from the shared preferences file. To read or retrieve the values from the shared preference file, we need to call the methods such as getInt, getString, getLong, etc. by providing the key for the value which we want to get, like as shown below. So we have to pass only the key that it retrieves the value related to that key. So code is similar. First create the object of shared preferences, then preference.getString key name, okay, preference.getInt key name. Great. So using preference object directly we can retrieve the value of respective key. So these are the different ways, and the second argument is default. For the string it is null string, integer 0, float 0, boolean it is a true second argument. Great guys, hope you understand. Okay, we do not want to create the object of editor here while reading the data from shared preferences. Only we require the preference, shared preference object. Great guys. So we are getting the values from the shared preferences using the methods such as getInt, getFloat, etc. by providing the key for the value which we want to get. Guys, hope you understand. While reading the data from the shared preferences, only create the object of shared preference, and using object of shared preference dot getString, getInt, you can get the values relative to that particular key which we have to save previously in the shared preference file. Great. Let's move to the next part. After that, how to deleting the data from shared preferences. To delete the values from the shared preference file, we need to call remove method by providing the key for the value which we want to delete, like shown below. So first create the object of shared preferences by using getPreference method, then shared preferences dot editor, editor is equal to preference dot edit method. So it creates the object of editor. Why we require object of editor? Because we want to make the changes into the shared preference file. At that time what we required the object of editor. Get. Hope you understand. So after that, editor dot remove key name. So it removes the particular value related to that key from the shared preference file. So editor.remove method and editor.commit to save the changes. Great. So we are deleting the values from the shared preference file using a method called as a remove by providing the key for that value which we want to delete, guys. Hope you understand. Now if you want to clear all the shared preferences stored into the shared file, what we have to do, we have to just call editor.clear method. So editor.clear method clears all the related key value pairs saved into the shared preference file. So great. So this is the clear method. All the data from shared preference file using clear method we can clear it. Guys, hope you understand how to read, how to write, how to delete, how to clear all the key value pairs from the shared preference file. So it's now time for example. So we will take one example which is based on Android shared preferences. So we will see how to store, retrieve primitive data type key value pairs in the shared preference file using shared preference object in the Android application with example. So first we have to create two windows. One is the login window and second one is the logout window. So when we pass correct username and password which is stored into the shared preference file, and then we switch from the login window to logout window if the shared username and password is correct. If it is wrong, then it gives the toast the message like the credential is wrong and remains in the same login window. If the credentials, that is username and password, is correct, then it switch the another window, that is logout window, with storing shared preferences, that is key value pair, that is what is the key value pair, username and password, into the shared preference file. Great. And move to the logout window. After logout window, when you click on the logout, then automatically that key value pair saved into the shared preference file is erased or cleared completely and returned to the login window. So this is our today's example. So guys, move to your Android Studio. Great. Hope you understand, guys. So open your Android Studio. Then click on the file menu, close recent project and start new Android Studio project. Yes guys, hope you understand. Then choose empty activity. Click on the next button. Give the name to your application. So login, logout. Okay, so give any name to your project and click on finish button. So wait for some time. So your project is load into the window. Great. Yes. So here in login logout project there is activity.xml and then main activity.java files are created. So what is our aim? First, in the main activity.xml file, first we have to create login window. So create login window. So first create username, password and login button there. So wait for some minute to build this. Great. So it's time to design our first login window. So increase the size by using plus button by clicking. So first, what is the first thing? Take the text view. Great. After taking the text view, first what we have to do, give the constraint parent top and parent start. Next, give the text on that text view. So what is the text? User name. So username is the text on this text view. Great. After that, choose the plain text box, that is plain text. Great. So here initial text is name, remove that initial text. Great. After that, constraint at the parent top and constraint from the parent start. Great. After that, add the hint. So go to the attribute and type hint attribute. So here is the hint and add the hint. What is the hint? Enter name. So this is the hint. After adding the hint, change the name of the ID. So what is the ID name? You can give as ID name as a txt name. So txt name is the name of the ID. Great. Guys, hope you understand this part. After that, choose one text view again. Great. Then give the constraint parent top and from parent start. Okay. After that, give the text as password. Enter password or just password. After that, choose one plain text, arrange it properly, then give constraint from parent top and from parent start. Great. So remove the first initial text on that plain text view. Great. After that, add the hint. So what is we want? Enter password. This is the hint. After giving hint, what we have to do? Change the ID name, that is txt password. Great. So this is the name of the plain text. Okay guys, hope you understand. And what is the last? That is button. So drag and drop the button, then give the constraint from the parent top and give the constraint from the parent start and change the name of the button. What is the name of the button? Login. So name of the button is login, that is the text. And what is the ID required? So change the ID as a button login. Guys, hope you understand this code part. Okay, so this is all about design view in the main activity.xml. Great. When we click on the login, if username and password both are correct, these are saved into the file. Which file? Shared preferences file. And go to the next window, that is logout screen. Guys, hope you understand. So this is all about first activity.main.xml. Next, create the details.html or logout window. So in the resource layout, click on the layout and create new file, that is layout resource file. Okay, so give the name as a details.xml and click on the OK button. So it creates new file, XML file, that is the design file. On that we want to take one text view, result view. Great. Give the constraint from parent top and constraint from parent start. Great. Remove the initial text from that. Okay. Also give the name ID as a result view. Great. So guys, hope you understand. So increase the size. Great. After that, which button we want? One button, that is log out. So place button on the activity, then write the text as a logout. Great. Then choose the constraint from parent top and constraint from parent start. After that, change the ID as a button logout, button logout. Great. So this is second XML file. When you click on the logout, automatically this screen is logout and switch to the main activity.xml form or frame. So these are two windows. We have first designed that. Next thing, in the main activity.java. So in main activity.java, what we have to do? In main activity.java, we first create one edit text, uname, comma, password. Great. So import class edit text, then create button login button, then create object of shared preferences, that is reference name only, pref. Okay, shared preferences, then create the intent reference or object, intent. Great. After creating it, on create method refers find view by ID, use create the objects uname. So uname, what we have referred it is a edit text, then find view by ID, and which is the ID which refers r.id dot txt name. Great. So this is your username. Now this object we want in the coding part, so which is actually reflected as a text box in the main activity.java, which is enter name. This is the text name. We refer this text view in the code part as a uname object. Great. So after that, object of pwd, that is password. Similar way we can use edit text, then find view by ID, then r.id txt password, choose it. Great. After choosing password, what we have to do? Login button. So login button is equal to typecast into button, find view by id, give the name of the id, that is id dot button login. Great. So after that, preference is equal to, how to create object of preference, shared preferences, by using which method? Get shared preferences, pass file name. So here user underscore details is the name of the file, comma user details is the file name, and which mode we want, that is private mode, security. So mode, so you choose the constant mode, private. Great. Hope you understand, guys, why we choose the mode private, because it is secure one. Only current app reads that user details shared file key value pair. Great. After that, intent is equal to new intent, new intent. So this is the explicit intent. So first is the from which intent main activity dot this we want to switch to the next activity, but we cannot create that activity, that is we can create first the second activity because it is reference is here. So go to your Java file folder, then Siddhi take logout. Great. After that, main activity, inside this create the new Java class. Okay, first what we have to create? New Java class there, and give the name to this Java file as a details activity. So it is a details activity dot Java file is created. Great, guys, hope you understand this part. Okay, we will see what is the code in the details activity dot Java. Before that, here in explicit intent, we want to move from the one activity to another activity. So main activity dot this to which activity we want to move? Details activity dot Java. So details activity, we want to switch from details activity dot class. Great, guys, hope you understand this part. Great. So after that, if in previously in your file, that is preferred reference file, there is, suppose it contains what? Username and pref dot contains method is used for, if that file contains, if it is contains that particular string, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. If that file contains password, great, then what we have to do? Start activity, and in the start activity pass the intent. Guys, hope you understand. If it contains what preference, that is get shared preference file object, if it is contains the username and password key, then it automatically start the activity, that is activity main is switched to the details activity. Great. If it is not, then what we have to do, login button dot set on click listener, then new view dot on click listener, implement the on click listener method, click OK. So it is automatically adds the on click method. Great. So in on click method, that is event handling, when you click on the login button, what is the action? So when you click on that login button on your main activity.java, main activity.xml file, when you click on this and if the username and password is correct, then what we have to do? So that code we have to write here. So what we have to do? First, string username is equal to uname dot get text dot to string. Great. So we can take the text which we want to write into the text box, that text we want to retrieve and save into the user name as a string. Similarly, password. So string password is equal to pw dot get text, choose the get text method, dot to string, that is converted into the string. So take the password from that password edit text box and save into the password string. Great. After that, check if your username dot equals to, suppose, Amol, and password dot equals method, check the string is equal to the again Amol. So username is Amol and password is also Amol. If we write username as Amol and password as Amol in the edit text window in the activity main.xml, and if it is correct, then what we have to do? We have to write the shared preferences into the file. So shared preferences class name, so it is capital, shared preferences dot editor. That means if you want to make the changes in your shared preference file, then we want to create object of what? Shared preference editor. So shared preference editor object editor is equal to, how to create object? By using pref dot which method? Edit method. Great. Guys, Hope you understand that. Yes. So after that, editor dot put string method. In put string method, what is the key? That is user name, comma, from where we want to save the data, from username value. So whatever value in the text box username which is saved into the username shared preferences, great, into the key value, this is the key name and this is the value, actual value, that is the Amol. Great guys. After that, editor dot put string, what we have to pass? Key, that is password. And what is its value? Its value is in the variable password, that is here in this program, that is Amol itself. Great guys, hope you understand. Then save these changes using editor dot what, which method? Commit method. Great guys, hope you understand. And toast the message. What is toast? So toast the message, toast. What is the message we want? That is login successful. So this is the message, login successful. Great. After that, in the show method, and start intent, new intent, the start intent. Great. So what happened? Start the intent, object of intent, it is an explicit intent. So what happens? The screen is switched from main activity to details activity dot java or details XML design view. Guys, hope you understand this part. Great. Then else what? If the username and password is wrong, that is Amol is wrong, you have placed wrong or entered the wrong username and password, then what happens? Then give the message as credentials are not valid. Great guys. Hope you understand all these things. Yes. So this is all about if else. Great. After that, in main details activity dot java, what we have? Write the code, which is the code which is referred to the logout window. So in this, what we have to create? First, details activity, we make that class as a activity class, so extends it from the app compact activity. Great. After that, create object of shared preferences, then object of intent, that is explicit intent, and name as a intent. Actually it is the object references. Then override the method. Great. So override which method? Override protected void on create. So override which method? Override on create. So this is on create method, so which we want to override. Great guys, hope you understand. This is on create method. Great. So this details activity.java file refers to which XML file? Details. So which is the method? Set content, set content view method, write r.id.details. So saved instance, great, bundle, okay. So set content view r dot layout dot details. Great. So layout is details. So this activity refers to the layout details dot xml. So choose it. Great. Using set content view. So which view content details dot xml file that is referred. Great. After that, text view, result. Guys, result view we have take as a what here in details. This is a result view, but result view is a what? It is a text view. Great. So in the details view we can add text view. Okay. So result is equal to what? Text. Choose text view. Which method? Find view by id and pass the id. What is the id for that? r dot id dot what guys? Result view. Hope you understand. Then create the id for button logout is equal to, so button logout refer to the type button, that find view by id method, pass the respective id, that is r dot id dot button logout, choose button logout. Great. After that, preference is equal to, how to create the object of shared preferences guys? Using which method? Get shared preference, get shared preferences method. From which file? Pass the file user details. Great. From that file we want to retrieve the data. And mode, which mode? Mode as a mode private. Guys, hope you understand how to create the object of the shared preferences by using get shared preference method, because we want not only limited to only one activity, it is for the multiple activities. So we have to create which shared preference file? User details file. Great. After that, create the object of intent, that is intent is equal to new intent. So in new intent, what we want to pass? Detail activity dot this, switch to explicitly to the which activity? Main activity dot what? Class. Guys, hope you understand. So after that, result dot set text, what we want to, if successfully login is completed, then login window switch from login to logout window and give the message what is hello student, and after that retrieve the data from the shared preference file using object of shared preference file dot get string method. So in get string method specifies the name of the user, that is user name of the user, then pass the value as a null default value. Guys, hope you understand. Then event handling button logout dot set on click listener. If you click on the logout button, then what happen, what action is there? So use new view dot on click listener. Great. Which method we want to implement? So implement method on click on, so public void on click, write the action. What action? If you click on the logout button, what action we have to do? We have to do what? Shared preferences dot editor, because we want to create the object of editor. How to create the object of editor? Using object of preference, shared preference dot which method? Edit. So edit method returns what? Object of editor class. Great. After that we have to clear all the saved key values in that user details shared preference file. So which method is there? Clear method is there. So use editor dot which method? Clear. So clear all the shared preferences stored on the in that user details file. Save the changes using editor dot which method? Commit method. Great. And after that, what we have to switch from the details activity frame or activity to the main activity. So which method is there? Start activity. So start activity and pass the object of intent. Great. So this is all about what? Details activity dot java class file. That means when you click on the logout button, what happens? When you click on the logout button, what happens? That all the shared preferences stored into shared preference file, that is the details user details file, is clear, and switch the window from the details to the main XML, that is main login window file. Great. Guys, hope you understand all these code. Next, last one, what is remaining in the manifest file? What we have to register? Activity, because only one activity is there, that is main activity. Now we can register second activity, that is details activity. So write the activity, then name of the activity, that is details activity, then Android colon label. So this is the label which we want on the second window, that is what is the label? That is message, that is shared preferences details window. Okay, so this message we want on the second. So complete it. Second window, that is details. This is details window. What is the label on that? We want to set that label, that is shared preferences details window. So this is appeared on that details.xml window. Guys, hope you understand. Now the time to run our application. So let's run this application now. Click on this run button, wait for some time, open your emulator, wait for some time so that Gradle build is completed, and we will see the output on your emulator. Guys, hope you understand all these parts. So we can create two activities, details and main activity. Then from how to create shared preferences, great, and how to clear preferences, what is the object of editor, when editor object is used, when we want to make the changes in the shared preference file. Okay, yes. Now another thing, what we make the changes in the Android manifest.xml, because we cannot create directly activity, we can create two files. One is the Java file separately and one is the XML, that is layout file separately. Great. So login logout window, so enter username, suppose Amol, but password is suppose Suraj, then it is wrong. So if you click on the login button, what is the message? Credential is not valid. So again use enter password correctly. So what is the password? That is Amol is the password, and username is also Amol. Then click on the login button, then next window is open, that is shared preference details window. This label we have to mention in the Android manifest.xml shared preference details window. This is the name of the second window. This is appeared on this second Windows label. Great. So hello student Amol. So hello student is the constant string, Amol is fetched from the shared preferences. Great. When you click on the logout, all the shared preference key value pair stored in the shared preference file which is cleared, and you have switch from the details activity to the main activity. So click on the logout and check whether it works properly or not. Great. Guys, hope you understand this. Great. So this is all about shared preferences. Great. So thank you for watching my video. If you have any doubts regarding shared preference, let me know in the chat window or comment box. Thank you once again.